Hi loves, it's Lacey and welcome to our space. So today in our space, I'm going to be making this cute little DIY terrarium in this glass piece that looks like a large brandy snifter that I got at the thrift store. I actually ended up only paying $1.99 for this. I also am going to be using some Waverly chalk paint in white and pink. I have some florals from the Dollar Tree that I already used some of. I also have this little kit that paints a bunny that's in the Easter section. Some of the butterflies you guys know I love. These are little pink rocks from Target's Dollar Spot last year, and some floral kind of moss sheets and a little lamb's wool. So the very first thing I'm going to be doing here is I am painting the base of this all white with the Waverly white chalk paint. I do put 2 coats of Waverly white chalk paint on it. I watered it down just a little so it wouldn't be so thick because mine is gotten old and I need to get some more, but I'm going to go ahead and put 2 coats on it so it's completely covered. And while that's drying, I'm going to open up our little bunny kit. This is in the Easter section right now at Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the little metal piece that holds on the hair because it's like a little ornament, I guess. But I end up breaking mine right here. You can see the little chunk came out. So I had one I had already started painting. I paint the entire thing white because it is kind of a dull color and not bright white, and I wanted it bright white. And then I take a very tiny paintbrush and I paint inside the ears pink, and I paint the nose with a little upside down triangle so it's cute and pink. Then I'm going to take and I'm just going to set this aside to dry along with our glass piece. Now, once this glass piece is dry, I'm going to take the rocks from a Target and I'm going to fill them up in the bottom. And if I would have been thinking, I can take this apart to do this, so I might take it apart because nothing is glued to the rocks. I could have put just some plain brown rocks or black ones from Dollar Tree in the middle and just put the pink around the edge because I do end up using the majority of this bag. And you can see some of them kind of have a gray tone to them. So I took those out and then I decided to put those in the middle because they won't be seen, they'll be covered up. So then next, I already had some of this moss kind of sheet open. So I'm just taking some of that and I'm putting it in on top of the rocks. I did cut that piece a little bit big, and so I'm going to take it out and recut it. And some of these pieces, the smaller ones, I'm just pulling the excess moss off of it. I'm going to do that with this piece that I recut for this as well. I just want to have rocks underneath going around so you can see them, and some on top of this moss. We're gonna make it look like a field with rocks and stuff in it that has like some florals, or like your little floral garden by your house that might have some stones around it. So I'm gonna take this leftover moss, the loose stuff that fell off, and I'm gonna tuck that in around. Then I'm going to take this lamb's ear. It came from Hobby Lobby. I used some in my last DIY if you saw. Well, it has these little sections that are really cute, and they actually look like they sprouted up by themselves, like out of the ground when you take them off. So I'm going to take those off along with some other little florals that I had in my stash. These came from Joann's on clearance, and I'm not even sure where the little berries came from, but they were in my stash. You can use anything you want. It's all personal preference. So I am taking and I'm just gluing these around as if all of these little pieces are growing up out of the moss or the grass. And then I'm going to take off some of these little berries and I'm just going to set them in as if they were like little mushrooms or little fungi growing up around it. Some of them I am going to try to glue in some of the bigger ones, but they look really cute just sitting in there too. It's not like this is going to get bumped around or anything, so you don't have to glue everything down. Next, I have these little florals that came from Dollar Tree, and I am going to use my hot glue gun, my Ryobi big bad boy glue gun with a little Gorilla Glue, and I'm going to set those in because since they're a little taller, they will have the tendency to fall over, so we don't want that. I'm going to put this whole piece in without taking it apart and stick it over on this side. And I know it's a little hard to see with my hand going in there, but this is a great project that you can do with your kids and stuff too, because the opening of these are pretty big, and if you're lucky enough to find one at like a thrift store or a regular store even, it's a really cute project. But if you can't, Dollar Tree does sell a garden dish that's wide open that you can do this with as well. So now I'm just taking some of that loose moss and filling in the places that I think need filling in. Next, I'm going to take one of the butterflies, and if you've been on my channel before, you've seen me do this. I pull off the 3D part and I just use the top because I don't really like this shiny sparkly part on the bottom, and I'm gluing it to our little bunny's nose just like this. It looks like a butterfly landed on his nose when he was out playing with them in the field. And then I'm gonna just set him inside our terrarium. And of course, you guys know I'm extra, so one butterfly will not do. I am going to take a second one. I think I like this one right here that's got a few little orangey tones just to give a little contrast. It's got a little pink in it too, and it goes with the pink flowers we used. And I'm going to glue that one onto the side of the dish. Put a little glue there and a little glue on the butterfly with my Gorilla Glue sticks that are in my Ryobi hot glue gun. And this project is pretty much done. I got a little carried away and added one more butterfly from another butterfly set that I had when I was putting them away. I love the fact that it had pinks in it and some purples, and I ended up putting it on the bottom. But that's how easy this is, and I love how it turned out. I love the little butterfly on the bunny's nose, and I like how this bunny is like reaching up like he's actually trying to play with it. You can do this in any kind of clear container, and I think it will be really, really cute. I actually have a cloche that it would look cute in as well. Target is selling them right now, and they actually have a little bunny on the top of it, so I think it would go perfectly in that. Comment down below, would you guys make something like this? It's all personal preference, so you could just use whatever you had in your stash, and if you have enough things, all you'd have to buy would be the little bunny. So that is it for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, liking, and always commenting on my videos. I am going to be making a few other things here this week, and I hopefully will be able to post something tomorrow, and maybe I'm going to try to get out a couple of other videos this week as well. So that's it, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye, loves.